Don't be late. Don't be late. Alright, day one is over and I'm in Aberystwyth in Wales, which is on the east coast, oh sorry, west coast of Wales. Well obviously Wales only has a west coast, the sea is here so I have to be there, but mad day. Started off with missing the ferry. So I left Ireland on the 12th of April and I got, on the very first morning, I was supposed to meet Dave Clear, one of my mates, at Naas, but I missed him. And we ended up driving. I drove into Dublin Port and missed the ferry. On the very first day of the trip, if you can imagine, you know, when you've been planning it for, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8 months or something like that, that on the very first thing that you're supposed to do, take a ferry from Dublin to Holyhead, you just missed the ferry. So anyway, and I ended up getting the Swift ferry, which is a little bit faster. It actually got me to Wales quicker than Dave got there. And then we hooked up in Holyhead. Just came across, I missed the boat, so I'm waiting on Dave now, my buddy. He's been keeping me company for the first 2 days of the trip. And then made our way down into, you know, down into the kind of mountains and valleys in Wales, in and around Snowdonia. Riding with Dave for less than an hour, and we've already lost each other twice. It takes a bit of getting used to, believe it or not, actually just riding with someone you think you'd only have to just follow and let it be in, but what happens is one person reads a map different, they head up the wrong ramp and you go up a different ramp. So that is Snowdonia National Park. We're heading into that now. That is the town of Bethesda, or that's at least how it reads on the map in Wales. That might sound like Llanelli or I didn't realise so many people in Wales actually spoke the national tongue. All of the towns here, everybody's speaking Welsh. They're not speaking, well, they obviously can speak English too, but they're all speaking Welsh to each other. Yeah, Dave. So, Dave, you just got lost. What's the story?
Got lost?
Yeah, took the wrong turn.
Beautiful scenery, like, you know, the speed of the bike. Coupled with that, you're gone, like, you know what I mean? As I said, a true friend would have followed me down the wrong path.
Yeah. We spent an absolutely fantastic day riding around the Welsh countryside. Snowdonia is fantastic. As soon as you go into Snowdonia National Park, whack, mountains, gorgeous hazy sunshine, sheep, green fields, rivers, trees, just absolutely gorgeous. Driving through Wales, you know, stopping for double sausage, egg and chip, mate. That wasn't a Welsh accent, that's my English accent, but that's double sausage, egg and chip. That's your typical biker meal in the UK. If you're out for lunch, double sausage, egg and chip, mate. That's what John, that's me doing John Monday. He's my mate, lives in Felix though. That's his accent. John will fucking burst me if he hears me saying that. And the other thing is the weather. Just completely and utterly inappropriately dressed. Like, look at this day. This is like been in Monaco or something like that. And it's Wales. I was expecting it to be freezing cold and pissing rain. And all the gear I had on it was just cooking alive in itself. I was stripping down all day. So, but I guess it's a good surprise. Who knows what tomorrow's going to bring.
Don't watch the delve, don't spend time with the kids. Or she's telling me not to watch the delve, and I'm kind of going, no, I will watch the delve.
Right.
And then when I'm watching the delve, I know I'm just thinking, it's reverse psychology.
Day one over. Day one. 140 to go.
Well.
Alright, this is the gear. Every morning I gotta sort through all that junk. There's Dahi the Clare. There's our gear. There's Dahi's gear. Almost none. Dave, thanks for the BJ last night, alright?
Amazing.
Without a doubt, look at me, I'm sweating after. Without a doubt, the worst part about going away on a mountain bike trip is packing up the bike at the beginning of every day. It's an absolute pain in the hole, and the problem is I've got so much cold weather gear there, you know, to survive Siberia in Russia and all this in minus 10s and 15s, and of course what has it been doing the second day of the trip? The sun has not stopped shining, so yeah, doesn't matter what you prepare for, it won't happen. What are you doing?
Clean the board shit on the brake.
How come there's no board shit in my bike, Dad?
There is. Just a big pile of shit sitting on your bike, that's all.
I would have thought that TDM A50 wasn't more shit, man.
Obviously it is.
Are you ready to rock?
Yeah.
Taking a break by the side of the road here. It's hard work all this driving around in the sunshine. Hard work, I tell you, this walk going around the world is hard going. Hard going. There's an eagle ahead going. Here. Sleeping is not part. It's all hardcore weekend. Up through the river, up the mountain, down the mountain, through the river, through the desert. No sleeping on the nice grass. You're not allowed to do that. Second day in Wales. Sun, 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 sun. I'd say Wales hasn't had 2 consecutive days of sunshine since last year. We're having a magic time. Magic. Everybody keeps telling us that it's been just pissing rain for weeks and weeks here. So it's just we got here, it's lovely. So the second day, myself and Dave just drove around Wales and did kind of standard bikers stuff that they tend to do at the weekend, which involves around riding your bike, stopping at petrol stations and drinking tea or drinking Diet Coke or something like that, and then driving again. And then the next day then Dave was leaving from Bristol. He was heading back to Holyhead. He was just cutting directly north to get the ferry back from Holyhead to Dublin. Alright, myself and Dahi say good luck now.
Good luck now, yeah. Ready to take last one.
Time for the picture.
Ready?
Yay. Alright, say how Dahi. We'll see you in August. Late August.
Absolutely, man, absolutely.
Hey, safe driving now. Got 4 hours to get to Holyhead.
Keep her between the ditches.
Dave headed back to Ireland today, so he headed on up to Holyhead to get the ferry back home, which he actually texted me to say that he missed. Took him 5 hours to get up there, and I kind of thought that it might take only 4. And then I headed over to John Mundy in Felixstowe, and it was absolutely freezing. this is my first day on my own, and look, by about, I suppose, 5 o'clock this evening, I got to where, well, even 4 o'clock this evening, kind of got to where I was going, which is Felixstowe here. But this is Felixstowe, just beside Ipswich in the southeast of England, just north of London. I came here for two reasons. One is because just off down in that direction is Felixstowe Docks, and that's where Michael Palin finished his Around the World in 80 Days. I absolutely loved that TV series, and I just wanted to go in and see the docks for myself. It's the second time I've been here. There's something, I don't know, I just kind of, I like the look of the place, you know. And the other reason I came here was to visit my friend John Mundy. John was supposed to come with me on the first motorcycle trip I did, the first Pan-American motorcycle trip I did. He never actually got to make it, but he did go and do it himself last year.
Yeah, well, this is my confrontation with the Dalton Highway, of which I came off worst.
All right.
So I've had the tank repaired because that did look quite bad, but
Right.
they're just battle wounds and people ask me about it, so
Nice.
I decided to leave them as they are.
And you came off unscathed yourself?
Oh yes, yeah, I was perfectly all right, no problem at all. Fat blokes bounce better.
But it was great to kind of, you know, 2 or 3 hours of hanging out with John, where, you know, he's done the same trip that you had done, you know, swapping stories back and forward, and then went out for some sausage and chips and tea and all that. It's just great time hooking up with John about it. Just knowing that there's somebody there who's going to be meeting you, someone to talk to, it does, you know, it means an awful lot, especially when you consider that of the, you know, the hundreds of days that you're going to be travelling, there might only be 4 or 5 instances like that in the whole trip where there's somebody going to be there who you know. It's fantastic that we actually do have somebody to go and meet, you know, because they're there, hey, how's it going? Good to see you, how are you getting on? You know, it's nice. It's certainly better than trying to drive into some town you've never been to before, trying to find some place to stay, and then, you know, trying to pass a few hours yourself before you get back on the road the next morning. After that, then I headed down to Hertfordshire, to Weston. It's the 4th day of the trip. Sun is shining again, just out in the English countryside here. It's absolutely gorgeous to ride through, you know. It's not spectacular, but it's all these rolling green fields on the way to Hertfordshire here, where I'm meeting a friend of mine, Simon Race, before heading down to the Channel Tunnel tomorrow morning. This is beautiful, beautiful day, beautiful ride, beautiful countryside. Couldn't be better. He's actually doing the trip I'm on right now next year, so we were kind of just going to trade notes and all that. He's got a similar bike to me. One you use at the weekend, Simon, is it?
It's a lot easier to manoeuvre than the GX. There we go. Moving back to normal.
So Simon, you're off next year to Mongolia and Vladivostok. Yeah.
Yep. Thinking of going down through the Stans, following a similar route to you through Europe, then the Stans down to Tajikistan. If we can get through Kyrgyzstan, if everything's tidies itself up out there, and then through Mongolia and round to Vladivostok. Not Magadan, but Vlad.
Should be easy.
So Austin tells me.
Yeah. How long are you riding bikes?
Well, this is a return to biking for me. I've had my bike licence since I was 17. I'm now a grand old age of 45.
Right.
But I had 12 years off. My last machine before this little group was CBR 1000, and I gave it up. Girlfriend didn't like it, thought they were dangerous things, so I sort of concentrated on the four-wheelers. But 2 years ago I got the
Bike back.
the bike bug back, and the rest is history now.
And now we just got to find a way to get to Vladivostok.
Exactly.
He was actually heading around the world via Kazakhstan and Mongolia, etc. the following year. But he had actually done so much research on it that I ended up learning more from him than I could have possibly imagined. So it was fantastic. It was fantastic hooking up with him. He's a real planner, and he had every single detail of the thing worked out. And without him, I'm pretty sure I would have ended up dead in Mongolia. And after that, then I just cut down for the Channel Tunnel, and I guess at that point I would say I was still very much on holidays, because I knew I was meeting up with Bart Dunn and Philly Fitz in Bruges, so I'd only 2 or 3 days riding by myself before I was meeting up with the lads. Just having a nice cup of tea here. I tell you, it's absolutely fucking freezing. It's about 9 degrees on the temperature wise, but when you're driving along on the bike, you're absolutely floundering. And I know I've probably said it a bunch of times before, but you keep on saying, what the fuck am I going to do in Siberia? You know? First time going on the channel tunnel, looking forward to it, you know? Really looking forward to it. Nice cup of tea, can't fucking beat it. But look, one of the hardest things to get used to is the fact that, you know, once I get out the other side of that tunnel, it's land the whole way to Magadan, you know, for thousands and thousands and thousands of miles. You know, I actually, this is the first moment where I feel like I'm going to Siberia. Up until this has just felt like a big holiday, you know, because Dave came along for the first 2 days, and then I went to see John Mundy and then Simon, and now I'm on my own and I'm just crossing into France, you know. Gotta be serious. This is one of the carriages on the Eurotunnel. It's a bit weird when you see the train. It's a bit beat up looking. It's just from travelling. It's kind of made of aluminium or something like that on the outside, or some sort of metal. It looks a bit third worldy when you get onto it. This is one of the carriages. So the holiday, you roll that, and then you can stand by your bike until you get there on the other side. It's going to be cool.